tell him to go to hell.
Well, whenever you felt that way, I guess you could let it out a little in your music some. Is that right?
No, I always done my best with my life. I'll tell you what, the man never said a word to me in my lifetime about my playing. All he ever told me is, I went with Bill maybe the second month, you know, and he had Joe Stewart was working with us, and Joe was trying to teach me some bluegrass licks, you know. Well, he'd play those licks. To me, they were out of meter. Well, hell, all I did, I didn't have to hook the job. I went to Monroe and I said, look here, I'm going to show you what this guy's trying to teach me. And it was totally out of meter. No way you could make it come out on time, you know. I said, now, if this is what I've got to play, let's forget it. I'll be gone tomorrow, you know? Bill said to me, he said, now look here. You play how you feel. Then we'll talk about it. He said, nobody told Joe to teach you how to play a fiddle. Well, that gave me a free rein. I've been doing a lot of playing before then. It made me feel bad, you know, because Joe gave me the impression I didn't know what timing was or whatever. So when Bill told me that, I said, all right, I'll try it. The man never opened his mouth to me, never. The only thing he ever said to me, he said, Kenny, I've got this Uncle Pen album I've always wanted to do, and I believe I found the right man, and you're going to do it.
That was a great album.
Yeah.
How about playing a little Uncle Pen for us? Can you do that? We don't have, oh, well, there is a guitar, okay? You know.
I don't know, it's up to you doing it with key, Ken.
Hey, I suppose.
Hey,
Is that where you play from, Uncle Pen? Who's going to sing now? You got how to sing.
The audience got to sing.
Where's their singing at?
I'll try. Go ahead. I don't know. Oh, the people that come from miles away dance all night, break up and holler. No, see, done knew it was time for him to go. Late in the evening, about sundown, and he was above the town. Now, and played the fiddle, how it could ring. You could hear it talk, you could hear it sing. That's all I can remember. Sorry, guys.
You know, you can tell that this is just slightly unrehearsed here, right? And it brings to mind a memory that I have of Kenny and Josh. I had the great opportunity to play with them one time in Lexington, Kentucky.
You scared me that for.
I was going to say, we played a show in Lexington, and I tried for about 3 weeks to ask Kenny and Josh what it was we were going to play. And on the phone, they kept putting me off and saying, oh, it'll just be some old bluegrass. Don't worry about it. And we never did play a note till we got on stage that day.
Well, we didn't know who in the hell was going to work with.
Did he happen to tell you what key he was going to play in?
No.
No, never.
And I was going to say, was it a lot like that? Did you rehearse when you were with Bill, or was it just get on stage and do it?
Go out there and do it.
Yeah. Right.
Was it move that way?
Did it ever take you by surprise?
No.
You never surprised Kenny.
I always thought,
Yeah.
you know, if he can hear, now you can attempt something if you can hear it. But if you can't hear, forget it.
That's right.
Am I
You
right
can't
now?
hear.
That's
You're
right.
done for.
You gotta hear it. You have to have in your mind, if you concentrate hard enough, you hear what they're doing. You can go ahead. I don't have no problem.
When you're playing,
Until I met Michael here.
well, that's just what I was going to ask. Is you cooperate so well, but is there any kind of competition? I'd put it that way, and I don't mean just today or with Michael, but when two fiddlers get together, is it always?
It's not that competitive, no, really. Now look here. One guy's gonna play the lead. You may be playing two parts. Second man's gonna be playing second, third parts. Me and Bobby Hick can play 6 parts.
6.
Yeah,
Just the two of you?
yeah. 3 strings at a time. We did. But the first, today's the first time I ever tried one lick with this boy here. My God, he's hearing so much above mine. He plays so, he's true. He plays good notes.
Yep.
That's what it takes.
Kenny, he learned a lot of that off of you, buddy.
Oh, good fireside. I remember one time, somebody brought me a whole pack of beer up at IBMA. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, Morris, who
I'm
was
talking about the whole
I remembered it.
You was getting all the free beer down in the bar.
free. No, they wasn't free down there. My God, it hooked me up. I had to plumb the fiddle to get home.
Oh, you didn't know.
One of the great things about this festival has always been the way the artists, the stars like Kenny Baker, have gotten out and played, and just jammed out at campsites. I remember you playing a lot, you and Raymond Huffmaster and all sorts of folks down there at what Chris Skinker used to call the Amen Corner down there.
There you go.
And do you still get out and jam? And how did you feel about it back then? Was that?
Well, I looked forward to it back then, but today, I'm too old, bud. No, I appreciate good music. I always loved to jam if you found the right people. Now, one man could mess up a good jam for anybody, you know?
That would be neat, right?
No, not really, but what I'm saying, I was 74 in June.
you said it wasn't competitive, but I saw that look you gave my.
Only competition I got in the country, bro, is this boy right here. I'm gonna give him a hard time anywhere I can.
Well, we're all here
to worry about.
We're here to give you a little bit of a hard time too. So let's ask the audience for some of these questions. I saw some of you had some things. Morris?
Nice.
Kenny, I want you to know you owe me a lot of sleep, and I wouldn't take nothing for it. Couple times I done went to bed and took down in my pajamas or whatever, and I'd hear that fiddle coming out of the woods, and I had to put my clothes on and go find it. And I wouldn't take nothing for it.
I broke up many homes like that.
Kenny, I've been telling Michael how beautiful you play Sally Good, and he's never heard you play it. After a bit, would you play that for Mike?
After 30 years, no. I hadn't even thought about that. I recorded it years ago, but I
thought
think
you
you
played
stay
it.
up with ages.
You got the most unique version of that. You told me, I asked you one time, I said, where'd you learn that? And you said, that's just the way I hear it. And I think it's beautiful.
That's the way I heard it. That's the way I laid it down, but I haven't played it since.
Tell him to hum it for you.
Another question, Jim?
Danny, you might have told me this before, but I know one of your idols was Stephen Grappelli.
You better believe it.
Now, what did you like about his music particularly, and did you ever get to meet him?
Never met the man personally. I worked across the street from him. His show hours the same as mine. But what I liked about him personally, he was his phrasing, his timing, his tones. You never heard nothing that was out of place with his fiddle. My God, I learned that. I've been playing fiddle less than a month, probably. But he was. I learned that in the Navy, really. They had those hot cover France deal. My dad, he played fiddle all the time, you know, and they had about 10 numbers they played, and it's the same repertory over. But I heard this stuff coming in. Same with Bob Wills' group. I heard them doing silver bills with 3 fiddles. I didn't have system to know that they was using 3 fiddles. I was took to play the whole.
Try to play 3 parts of it.
I did.
Couldn't figure it out.
Well, that's how much you want to learn, you know. If you hear something you like, you're gonna work at it.
There's a question.
Were you ever able to put any aspects of that swing music into bluegrass?
Well, anybody else other than Monroe I could. I've used some of it. Let me see. Jimmy Martin, for one person. Where's he at? He wouldn't know it.
Could you play one lick that maybe has some of that stuff in it?
You play us something with a little swing sound to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Good. I don't know what I do. Let's see. B flat? Yeah. Where's my?
You want to see
B flat? Oh, over there's Morris Street. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
I can hear you.
B flat up. That's an F chord there. Yeah, well, what now? B flat, see? Oh my God. Been so long. time we got here?
Oh, about 2 hours.
You hold it. All right.
No, it's a question right back here.
Question. How many tunes have you written?
Maybe 100. I hope.
Maybe 200.
Okay, play them.
I doubt it. I won't be playing that many songs. Hell, I can't remember half of them.
How do you go about writing a tune, Kenny?
You just hear it. You hear it?
Oh, no, this guy.
Just go out. Like, I used to do a lot of farming out there at my place. Be running my tractor, plowing ground. That hum of that tractor, some melody hits you right in your mind, you knew. Rather than be bored to death, you're gonna listen to what's happening here. Then when it got so true to you, you shut your tractor down and go home and see if you can play it. That's why I never could do much farming.
Yeah, Lauren.
Kenny, what's the most royalties you got off those 100 numbers you wrote?
A tune called Frida.
Frida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jazz group picked that up. They called themselves the Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Boy, I wished I could write 100 like that.
Of all tunes, Frida.
Frida.
Another question right back here.
Yes, I'd like to know what kind of fiddles you're playing, both of you.
This is a Petrus Granary. What are you playing?
This is a 5-string made by John Silikowski from Scottsburg, Indiana.
I didn't know you was playing 5.
Yeah.
No wonder you sound so hard.
Got an extra string, Ken.
Oh, he's got to jump on me. See, he can get out rolling, huh?
Kenny, the saw on that C string a little bit.
You can show us how that low string sounds there, Michael?
Yeah, sure. It's actually the 5th string is a low C, like the viola. Let's see, what's a good? Well, let's play Amazing Grace in C. Yeah.
let's see.
I'll
We
never
got
be able to play that. I'll never be able to do that, will I?
I learned most of the licks from you. What are you talking about?
You play it out C?
Huh?
C?
Yeah.
God. I'm not an old regular Baptist. I come from the 40 gallon. You know what they call a 40 gallon Baptist, see? How much more time we got here? I'm ready to quit.
Well, we'll just work you just a little bit more. Let me ask first if there's any other questions right now out in the...
Can we have a 2-minute break? I gotta smoke.
Yeah, you can have a cigarette right where you are if you want one.
I'm gonna smoke.
But we'll get a guy to ask a question, and you can smoke and talk and answer it.
Oh, me and Michael. Michael take care of all my dirty work here. I've got it.
Oh yeah, leave it to me. That's all you need.
Right back here.
You don't want me answering for you.
Yeah, you can.
All the recordings you've made, do you have a favorite CD or album or project that you've done?
Yeah. Frost on the Pumpkin. I think that's the best thing I ever did.
And I want him to get it on CD.
That's right. But we're here.
I'd like to ask Michael how much crossover there is between the mandolin and the fiddle as far as chording, and do you think in mandolin chords when you're playing the fiddle, or do you think in fiddle terms when you're playing the mandolin?
Well, mandolin-wise, Sam Bush, if you listen to him, you know, he plays the melody exactly like the fiddle, you know, but of course he is a fiddle player. So, but as far as the fiddle, there's no chords really. I mean, you can, you know, maybe chop a chord, but it's not the same as the mandolin in that respect, no.
Yes.
Kenny one time said he probably knew over 500 fiddle pieces, which I don't doubt. You take that kind of inventory, you ever start playing one that kind of cross into something else? It's hard sometimes. No, you know what I mean. I mean, there's
Well,
something sounds so
probably.
like
I was about half time when I told you. Now I'll tell you what. 500 numbers is what a number is. And it takes a little bit of thinking. Now you gotta play your fiddle daily. I'm talking about day in, day out, day in, day out. Wouldn't be no problem with me. But my God, if you don't do it daily, like I'm doing today, this is the first time my fiddle been out of the case in 2 weeks. I don't never take my fiddle out home. I don't never practice my house.
Yeah, but you used to.
Yeah, when I was young, I didn't know no better.
Didn't know nothing.
I drove a lot of people crazy with my fiddle.
Kenny, do you pick guitar much anymore?
No, not after I cut my hand that time.
Oh. Ronnie McCurry told me he thought you was one of the best guitar pickers he ever heard.
I thought I was better than old Chester. That's something else you'll never believe. On that guitar bit, Now, I did. I played guitar in the Navy. Oh, like almost 3 years. They had a